Let's test the buzzers real quick. Alan, push your big red button. Thank you. Carly, please do the same. Thank you. The buzzers work. I'll now turn on the cameras and we'll get ready to play Farkle! During the next half hour, these 6 dice screens will determine the fate of our players today on Farkle! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Farkle here at Anime-Zap in lovely Peoria. Are we having a great con so far? Yeah! I can tell because you're excited, and I've seen some folks in the audience at every single game show, at the very first game show of 2018 on the YouTube channel, and you guys are seeing it this month in January. So thank you, YouTube. This game show is supported by all the lovely people on Patreon. That's why it's online this month. We hope you enjoy it. We're doing something brand new for this game show. The audience is going to see this for the very first time, except for the people who were in strikeout yesterday. You need to know exactly what it is. So, before we get started, we have 2 contestants here. Let's meet them. Let's meet Alan and Carly. Carly, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and what you do?
I live in Davenport, Iowa. I go to St. Ambrose University, and I major in women's gender studies.
All right. And you go to Anime-Zap?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I'll also be there this year, and this game will likely show up there, so, along with other things. Wish you the best of luck. Your opponent is Alan. Let's welcome Alan to the show. Now, you stickered a little bit when she said where she was from. Why is that?
I'm from Rock Island, which is right across the river.
Okay, use your microphone if you would, so they can all hear you too. But yeah, from right across the river, so this is going to be a rivalry game with Farkle. And what do you do?
I work in a pharmacy.
All right, well, best of luck to you. And now we're all going to learn how to play Farkle. So what happens is I'm going to put 3 answers on the screen that our players can see and that everyone can see, and ask you a question. Questions always have a twist on this game, so be careful. What you see is not necessarily what you get. Whoever buzzes in and gives me the correct answer or the incorrect answer, that will determine who gets control of our 6 dice screens, which will then roll like this. Now, whenever you feel lucky, you'll push that button one more time, and it will freeze just like this. Now, as you can see, we have various dice, and as you can see, some of them are worth money. Now, the money, we have just introduced a new cryptocurrency called the Greggo dollar. So, if you get any 5s on your roll, they will add 50 Greggo dollars to our bank, just like that. If you come up with any 1s on your roll, they will add 100 Greggo dollars. And a roll of a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 6 in triples only, have prizes attached to them. Would you like to hear about the prizes?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, here are the prizes that we have available for our very first game of Farkle today at Anime-Zap. I reached into the bag of goodies and I pulled the 200 yen prize, which is a Pokemon charm. This is a random charm. You can get any one of the things on the back here. I see a Solgaleo, I see a Lunala, I see a Rowlet, and it could be something else in there. And that comes to us courtesy of a loyal friend and true. 333, you get a One Punch Man Rando figure. These come to us courtesy from our friend Mr. Arthur, who's in the front row there. Got it from GameStop on clearance, but it's still a nice prize. 4 gets you first volume of Clockwork Planet manga. And this again comes to us courtesy of Mr. Arthur, who picks up all sorts of wonderful loot crates and sends them, anime crates, and sends them my way. And finally, a roll of a 666. This also came from one of those crates. We've got a rando Mega Man figure. You can get any of the bosses, or the Mega Man himself, or the secret special figure. And that is yours on a roll of a 666. So those are the prizes that we have available. Whenever you freeze any of the screens to claim the money or the prizes, this is what it looks like. And then once you've frozen those screens, you have a choice to make. You can either roll the remaining screens and hope for some more scoring, or you can stop, we'll leave the screens just like they are, and we'll move on to the next question. And if you get control again, you can force those screens on your opponent if you don't want to roll them yourself. That is important because if you stop the dice and there are no scoring opportunities, no 1s, no 5s, no triples, that is a Farkle, and you will earn a strike. 3 strikes and you're out. Player that survives moves on to the bonus game at the end for a shot at over 15,000 Greggo dollars in prizes. So, by the way, the Greggo dollar is worth 1 penny. Now, if we get through 20 questions and we don't have a winner, We then go to sudden death for question 21, and I'll explain how that works when we get there. We always start the game by adding 1,000 Greggo dollars to the bank. Are we ready to play?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
No. All right, so here we go. We start with the first set of 3 answers, and here they are. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Here is your question. In the name of in the name of which of these will you find a level to which one can digivolve? Alan.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is the right answer, ultimate being the digivolution that we were looking for. Told you, there is a twist. How diabolical to combine Yu-Gi-Oh! With Digimon. All right. Alan, you have control of the dice. Would you like to roll?
Yes.
Let's see if you can earn yourself some prizes whenever you feel lucky. Hit that big red button and let's see what you get. And right off the bat, you almost Farkle. But you did get a score right at the end. And I assume you would like to take that score.
Yes.
All right, so we will take that score and we will add $50 to the bank. 5 screens left. Would you like to roll again?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we can do with the 5 screens now. You're good, and this time you've got 3 scoring opportunities. Now let me tell you the strategy on this game. It's different from the actual dice game. In the dice game, you want to take as few scores as possible and leave more dice to roll. But in this game, you can force dice on your opponent. So having said that, do you want to take all 3 of those scores?
I'll take all 3 of those.
All right, let's add 50 there, and 100 there.
And then roll again.
And then not roll again, right? Yeah, okay, that's the strategic thing to do. You get control, you can force the remaining 2 for Carly to roll. All right, we need 3 more answers for our second question, and here they are. Whis, Beerus, Champa. Here's your question. This is actually a Dragon Ball question. Who has an older brother named Korn? All right, I'll eliminate one of the incorrect answers. I will tell you, Beerus has a brother named Champa. Alan?
Whis, then.
And so Whis is the right answer. Good job. All right. You have control. Do you want to roll them or do you want to force Carly to roll?
She can roll.
All right, Carly. Now, here's the other thing. If you can clear the board, you'll earn a reroll token that can save your butt later on in the game. So you could get a reroll or you could get a Farkle. Let's see what happens with your 2 dice and you got a Farkle. So there you go. Unfortunately, that is your first strike. You want to, not a reroll, a strike. There it is. All right. Now, one thing we do with the Farkle, we clear the board. So we've got a brand new board to roll on as we move on to question number 3. Your answers are an ambulance, a fire truck, and a tank. Kind of sounds like what we had Thursday night out there before this whole thing started. Anyway, your question. In the classic Transformers cartoon, what does Inferno transform into? Alan?
Fire truck.
Oh, you know your Transformers. That is the right answer. Good job. Empty board, you ready to roll? All right, let's see what you can do with your 6 greens. All right, once again, yours come at the end. 3 more scores. Would you like them?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. $1,500 in the bank, 3 screens left. Do you want them?
Not gonna roll.
Okay, going to move on to the next question. Again, we have 3 answers. And they are Sakura, Tomoyo, and Kero-chan. You know, there's a new Cardcaptor Sakura that is starting this week, actually, and you can watch it on Crunchyroll. This question has nothing to do with Cardcaptor Sakura. Here's your question. Which of these is one of the many girls featured in Clannad? Carly.
Tomoyo.
Tomoyo is the right answer. There you go.
Finally.
Well done. All right. Carly, you have a strike. You have 3 screens. Can I assume that you don't want them, or do you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want them. Okay. Tables have turned on you, Alan.
Okay.
Let's see what happens with your 3 screens. All right. You've got 1 score. That's all you need to stay and avoid a Farkle. I assume you want to take that.
I'll take that.
All right. 2 screens left. Do you want them?
No.
No. Okay. That means we move on. All right. This time, we're going to throw some dates at you. Not literally. I don't have any dates. You're looking at 1954, 1964, 1974. Think carefully with this question. When was the last time the Summer Olympics took place in Tokyo? Here's a hint, you can do some math to answer this question. Math is hard. All right. I will tell you it was not 1954. Now you're 50-50 on
in the Summer Olympics.
Summer Olympics. Alan?
1964.
64, because the other two are not Summer Olympic years because they're not divisible by 4, so that is the right answer. Well done.
Oh. Okay, we'll go with that.
All right, Alan, what do you want to do with those two screens?
You can roll.
Yeah, all right, Carly, let's see if you can avoid your second strike and earn a re-roll in the process, possibly. You're good, no re-roll for you, but you are safe. I assume you don't want a Farkle. So, $1,700 Greggo dollars in the bank, and I assume you're finished. Now, you could take a shot at a re-roll.
I'm finished.
You're not going to do it. Okay, here we go. That means we have 3 more answers, and here they are. 3 bears, 3 cat girls, 3 penguins. Sounds like a party. Who are the primary protagonists of a particular television show based on a webcomic created by Daniel Chong? Yes, Carly?
3 bears.
They're the We Bear Bears, actually. That's the right answer. Well done. All right. Now, Carly, I'm guessing that because of what you just did, you're passing this over to Alan. Alan, 1 or 5 shows up, you clear the board and you earn a reroll token. Otherwise, you get your first strike. So, let's see what happens. And it is a Farkle. Carly made a good pass, and Alan has earned his first strike, and we are all even up. So, here we go. We clear the board on the Farkle. We move on to our 7th question of 20. Your answers are Panpour, Pansage, Panseer. This actually is a Pokemon question. Which of these Pokemon monkeys is the heaviest?
Hey.
All right. I'll eliminate one of the answers, make it 50-50. I will tell you, it is not Pansage. Alan, taking a chance.
Panpour.
Panpour, because of all that extra water that it's holding, is the right answer, logically speaking. I don't know if that's the real reason, but that's what made sense when I researched this question. Empty board, Alan, you want to roll?
Yes, I do.
All right, so you can earn yourself some of those wonderful, fabulous prizes. And set up the board in a nice, strategic way. You got yourself 2 scoring opportunities. Do you want them both?
Yes.
All right. Now you have 4 screens and 1 strike. How do you want to handle this?
Let's gamble.
You're going to take a gamble. All right, let's see what happens with this gamble. It's a good gamble. You got 2 more scores. Do you want them both?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
And then I'm done.
And then you're done. All right, you doubled the bank from the beginning of the game. We're at $2,000. We're going to take a break, and I'm going to tell you how you can help put more game show videos on YouTube. And I'll tell you about that right after we tell you about this. Stay tuned. Hello everyone. Again, thanks to everyone on Patreon who made this video possible. If you would like to help contribute to future videos, there are a couple ways to do it. I'll link them both in the description below. First and foremost, at least 1 video per month will be provided by my wonderful friends at Patreon. And because of that money, I'm actually using Patreon to pay an editor so that we can actually get more videos up more quickly. So thanks to Vitamin H for that. Look for more of their videos in the future. If there are specific videos that you're interested in, if you go to the link from my greggosgameshows.com page, it's in the description, there are certain videos that are solely financed by contributions. And if you'd like to contribute, there is a link that will show you how you can do that. Anyway, thanks so much, and back to Farkle. Welcome back to Farkle. We had a little bit of a glitch that I fixed in the software. The Greggo dollar has proven to be a little more expensive. So, all right. So looking at our situation, we see we have it all pretty evened up. Alan and Carly each have a strike as we move on into a nice segment of the game where, for the next 4 questions, we're going to be working with the same 3 answers. All right. So here are the 3 answers you guys get to see for the next questions. We have January, February, and March. Those will be the answers for the next 4 questions. All right? Here's the first one. Fingers on buzzers. Complete the title of this recent slice of life show. Blank comes in like a lion. Heard it from the audience? Heard it from the audience. Sorry guys, we got to throw it out. Please do not call out any answers. Correct answer was March. So, That means one of the 20 questions is now gone. Sorry, audience, please don't do that again. Question 2. January, February, March. In what month is Katsukan this year? All right, I'll eliminate one of the answers. It is not in March. 50-50, Carly.
February.
February is the right answer. Good job. There you go. All right. Remember, audience, please do not help. 2 screens left. I assume that you are not going to roll these 2
No, I am
screens.
not.
All right. So, Alan, you're in control, and you got a score. So there you go. All righty. And $2,100 in the bank, and you're finished now?
I'm finished.
You're finished now. All right. So here we go. The next question, the correct answers are January, February, March. Man of my word. Which of these is the last name of one of the anime characters sucked into our world in Recreators? No one wants to take a chance? It's not March. Alan.
January.
January is incorrect. Yeah, it's Alistaria of the Scarlet. Alistaria February is who we wanted there.
I've seen that anime too.
You don't remember? Well, the good news is you have control, and I guess it's not going to... Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens. Oh, no! Another Farkle and a second strike. You took a chance. Unfortunately, it cost you. We clear the board on that. And that means we move on. For the last set of 3 questions, January, February, March. Here we go. 3 answers. Complete the title of this anime series. Gun Parade what? Carly?
March?
The only thing that makes sense when you think about it. So there you go. Would you like to get some prizes?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you can do with these 6 dice. Best of luck. It's a very pretty board. 3 scores. Do you want them all?
Yes.
All right. $2,250 Greggo dollars in the bank. What do you want to do?
Pass it.
All right, we're going to move on. Here we go with our next set of 3 answers. Here we go. Who's a fan of Hunter x Hunter? Well, these should be very familiar names. Killua, Kurapika, Leorio. That's right. Kurapika, I watched the dub. Come on. All right, here we go. Speaking of the dub, which of these is voiced in the dub by Erica Harlacher? Anything at all about Hunter x Hunter, you can eliminate one of these. All right, it's not Killua. Killua. I could use some Killua. So Leorio's a dude. So yeah, there you go. All right, Leorio's obviously a dude. So anyway, we move on. Next question. That question made me go OMG. Here's the question. In a game of shogi, which of these is the name given to the king? I will tell you, isn't G. Alan.
Oh,
as in Shion no O, which is a manga and anime about shogi, and that is the right answer. All right. You've got 2 strikes, so I assume you are not touching these dice with a 10-foot pole. All right, Carly, let's see what happens. Oh, dear. That's very unlucky. That is your 2nd strike. So right now we're in a situation where either of you could be eliminated on the next roll. We clear the board, and I will caution both of you, it is possible to Farkle on an empty board. So take a good hard look at these prizes. Tell me whether or not they're worth it when you get control of the dice. So let's see what happens. The 3 answers for question number 14 of 20. You eat them, you throw them, you wear them. What does one typically not do with soybeans during the Setsubun festival? What don't you typically do with soybeans?
eat them.
You do eat them. You don't wear them. You throw them. So there you go. All right. Throw them. You eat them for good luck, and all to get the Oni out. Is Oni out, luck in. So you throw the beans to get them out, and you eat the beans to get them in. Carly, you have control, and again, I caution you, it is possible to Farkle on an empty board. You can set the board up, though, with a good roll. So how do you want to play this?
I mean, I'm drunk. I'll take the chance.
All right, let's see what happens. No, you got a triple.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't notice that.
There's a
Be
one
all
punch
excited.
man. Okay, so you have two choices here. You can lose the game, or you can bank the one punch man figure. Which would you like to do?
I'll bank.
All right. Yeah, no, that was good. That's what you needed to do. If you win the game, that one punch man figure will be yours along with all the money in the bank. And I assume you are finished.
Oh, you'll gamble. Gamble.
Alan's like, gamble. You're finished, right? All right, we'll move on. Question number 15. This will probably get some squeeze of joy from certain people in the audience when the names pop up. They are JJ, Odebek, and Yuri. This is not a Yuri on Ice question.
No!
Who directed Star Wars The Force Awakens? Alan.
JJ.
JJ is the right answer. As in JJ Abrams. Oh, Alan, you're passing, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, this could be the final roll of the game, Carly. We wish you the best of luck as we roll these dice screens. You're good. Taking that score, I assume.
Yes.
And finished, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Here we go. Moving on, question number 16. We've got Mars, Mercury, and Moon. You would love for this to be a Sailor Moon question, but it isn't.
Thank God.
Of course not.
Which is the last name of a demigoddess named Rory from the anime series Gates?
That's not any better.
All right, I will eliminate one of the incorrect answers. The answer is not Moon. No one taking a chance 50-50. I don't blame you. The stakes are too high. Audience, can you tell me now? Rory Mercury is the right answer. That is good. All right. Next question. The three answers are gray gears, I praise lion oil, rice in you. Which of these is an anagram of the anime series you thought the question 2 questions ago was about? No help from the audience, please. Which of these is an anagram? Yes, Alan?
I praise lion oil.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's actually rice in you, which is an anagram of Yuri on Ice.
I went too far back.
You went too far back. So, Greg Hears is actually an anagram of one of our guests, Greg Ayers. And I Praise Lion Oil is actually an anagram of where we are right now, Peoria, Illinois. But the right answer was rice in you, which now you know is an anagram of Yuri on Ice. And Carly, for a very brief second, you have control of the dice. Yeah, all right. Let's see what happens. Alan, you could lose the game, or you could clear the board, or you could stay in. Let's see what happens. Best of luck. You're good. All right. This could get very interesting with once you're done, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
This could get very interesting because a reroll could pop up if one of you gets control of the dice and doesn't lose the game. So here we go. 18th question of 20 before we move to sudden death. Ice cream, pudding, sorbet. This was a very painful question to research. Despite its fan fiction writers telling you otherwise, which of these is the name of an actual canon character in Tokyo Mew Mew? Carly.
Pudding?
Pudding is the right answer, yes. I researched this question knowing that there wasn't a character named Sorbet, but would you believe, when I looked it up, there's a fan fiction 52 episodes long with a character named Sorbet.
Yeah, that sounds like Tokyo.
There you go. All right. So, back to the drama. I assume Alan is going to be at risk. Okay. Now, Alan, you find yourself in a really good position with a 1 or a 5. You find yourself in no position at all with anything else. So let's see what happens. Best of luck. You're good! All right. so that means you did in fact earn yourself a reroll for clearing the board. So now the tables have turned on Carly because you're safe now for at least one mistake. So let's see what happens. 19 of 20. And I will tell you, when we get to the end of the 20th question, nothing matters anymore. Nothing matters anyway because the strikes are both, roll or you're out. So here we go. The three answers are Dandere, Tsundere, Yandere. Which of these character tropes best describes Hinata Hyuga from Naruto? Carly.
Yandere.
Yandere is the right answer. Can you imagine a yandere? Or a tsundere? It's not like I like you or anything, Naruto. All right. Now, Carly, again, I will advise you it is possible to Farkle on an empty board. So.
Still drunk, still gonna try.
All right. Let's see what happens. You're good. You almost cleared the board in one fell swoop, and you set this up very nicely for the last question of the game. So, I assume you want all these scores?
Yes.
All right. I assume you're done.
Yes, I'm
all
done.
All right. So.
Completely done.
All right. This is the final question before sudden death. So, not that it's going to matter, but if you get control and have to roll the dice, I'd stop after the first roll because it no longer matters at that point. We clear the board for sudden death. Again, not that it matters. Here's the final question of the game for sudden death. The answers are Sheep, Solid Snake, Zero Suit, Samus. Which of these is not a playable character in the most recent Smash Bros. Game? Alan.
Sheik.
She is a playable character. Solid Snake is not. So there you go. Solid Snake was in the last one. Sheik and Zero Suit Samus are in the latest one. Carly, I assume you're passing this back.
Yes, I am.
All right, Alan. You do have a reroll in your pocket. Let's see what happens. You're good. All right, so I assume you're not taking another roll. You're going to clear the board and go to sudden death. Okay, so here we go. We clear the board. Here's how sudden death works. As of this moment, the last correct answer was given to me by Carly with Dandere on question 19. At this moment, you have control of sudden death.
Okay.
But if Alan buzzes in and answers this question correctly, he will have control of sudden death. So Carly, you could still get it right and keep control. So here we go. Question 20. Akito, Hyo, Yuki. In Fruits Basket, which member of the cursed Soma family was depicted as a different gender in the anime than they were in the manga? Carly?
Akito.
The gender studies major gives the right answer with the Akito. Well done. All right. So, put this away because no more questions. All right. Here's how sudden death works. You must either choose to roll yourself or force Alan to roll. You must continue to roll until one of two things happens. You clear the board, or you Farkle. That will determine who wins the game.
So we just keep, no matter what.
You must keep
He's
going.
doing it.
Okay. Now, and you do have a reroll that you can use, and you'll have to if you screw up. Now, I would recommend freezing as few screens as possible and leaving as many screens open as you can.
Don't give him
unless I would give you the same advice. Unless you get 4 or 5 on the first roll, then use your own judgment on that. All right. This will determine the game. Here comes your first sudden death roll. All right. You have 3 scoring opportunities. How do you want to play?
I think I'll read.
Going for all of them. All right. Just going to grab the bull by the horns and go for the jugular. All right. I'm mixing metaphors all day long. Here we go. You're good again with roll number 2. I assume you want that.
Yep.
All right. You've got to keep going. So here we go. Roll number 3. All right. Now, here goes your reroll. I assume you don't want to lose the game. You can get it back if you clear the board. If you win the game, you'll get it back and you can use it in a bonus game. So let's see what happens. It must be a 1 or a 5. You don't. That is a Farkle. That is your third strike. And that means Carly is the winner of the game. Congratulations to you, Carly. You've won 3,200 Greggo dollars while drunk. So,
I'm really proud of myself for that.
And you've also won yourself the One Punch Man Rando Big, which means as of right now you have a grand total of 3,500 Greggo dollars, 35 bucks total, 32 to spend in my suitcase of goodies after the show. So that's yours to keep no matter what. We'll talk to you again in a second. Alan, you played a good game. Unfortunately, drunk Carly is better than. Well, are you drunk too?
No.
No. Are you going to get that way now?
Probably.
Okay. There you go. Give it another round. Now then. Carly, back to you we go. You've won $3,500. Greggo dollars, sorry to say.
Yeah.
That is yours to keep no matter what happens. How would you like to add another 15,000 Greggo dollars to that mix?
I'd like to try.
All right, we'll see if she can do it right after we see about this. Stay tuned. There we go. Welcome back to Farkle. We are here with Carly, our drunken champion. And she's won 3,500 Greggo dollars. We're going to give you a chance to add a whole bunch more to that stake, all right? Here's how we do it. Take a look at the board. As you can see now, the 6 is gone. We replace the 6 with a wild card, and there's no more money on the 1s or the 5s, all right? In this game, only triples matter.
Okay.
Wild cards come up, you can combine them with other numbers on the board to make triples. All right?
Okay.
On this show, on this game, you're going to be rolling all 6 dice, every single roll, hoping to get at least a triple of one of the 5 numbers up on the board. All right? You can then put out that number. You roll 2 triples, you put out 2 numbers. All right? The object of this game is to knock out all 5 numbers before you Farkle. We're going to attach prizes to each one of those numbers, however. Let's do that now. You have the choice on a triple 1 of either of these 2 Bleach box sets. If you're not a Bleach fan, eBay is a thing. But it's Season 2, Season 3 box sets of Bleach. So before the filler, if I recall correctly. Something nicer on the 2, we've got the first 2 original Evangelion movies, End of Evangelion and Death and Rebirth. Those are yours on a triple 2. On a triple 3, you have one of the coolest stylistic anime series come out in a long time. It's Ping Pong, the animation on Blu-ray. It's hilarious and it's gorgeously animated. Triple 4, it is time for a little bit of Salty Ray. Complete series of Salty Ray. I'm not sure what this is about, but it looks cool. Now, all of these prizes came to us courtesy of Mr. Arthur, my largest benefactor, who's up in the front row. Should you get a triple 5, what are you doing the first weekend of May?
Nothing.
Well, you could be going to Anime St. Louis because you'll win a free admission. Unfortunately, I won't be there this year because I'll be at a different con that's the same weekend. But I'll be definitely at Anime St. Louis 2019. It's the first weekend of May in St. Charles. All right? And those prizes combined are worth over 10,000 Greggo dollars in cash. All right. There we go. So, again, every time you roll the dice, you must get at least 1 triple, and it's got to be a triple that you haven't already put out or the game is over.
Okay.
Now, you see the combination that we have up there right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wild. If that happens to pop up over the course of this, in any combination, you automatically win all the prizes. And it's happened a couple of times. Now, if that happens, or if you do it the hard way, in addition to all 5 of those prizes, we will give you 5,000 Greggo dollars to go with the 3,200 that you've already won. So you'll have about $82 to spend on my goodies. All right? Are you ready for your first roll?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's see what happens. Let's hope for some wild cards. And no wild cards, but you did get a score, and that is Ping Pong on Blu-ray. So that is yours as we put out the 3. Now, would you like to take that and walk away, or would you like to go for another roll and try to go for that Anime St. Louis? Because I'm feeling that
wanna
was
keep
Ava
going.
movies. That and the Ava movies, I think, are
Yeah, I
the
want
ones
the
you really
Ava
want.
movies.
All right, we're looking for a triple 2. The ping pong is at risk if we Farkle. Let's see what happens. Oh! actual game of Farkle, that was actually a pretty good score, but unfortunately, in this game, only triples matter. So I'm sorry, you lose the ping pong, the game ends right here, but you do get $3,500, 32 bucks to spend in my suitcase of goodies. And we thank you, Carly, for being a contestant on Farkle. You were wonderful, wasn't you wonderful? All right, so we are done, but we've got a couple of audience games to play because we've got like 6 minutes left. So we will have those audience games off tape. Patreon, thank you again so much for making this video possible. The next one you're going to see is something that was provided by our contributors, our direct contributors. There's a link in the description so you can see how to do that, and you get to choose the videos you want to support. So thank you so much for that. My name is Greggo. I will see you next time. This has been Farkle. Bye for now.
All right.